Chris Armbrest with Dakota Fiber Mill.
And I'm Teresa Perleyberg with Bear Creek Felting, and together we're Shepherd Industries. And today we are in Oaks, North Dakota at the North Dakota Hand Spinners Conference. And we are going to be out sitting in the spinning circle and spinning and going through a lot of classes and visiting, eating.
Yes.
And a lot of ladies that are here are part of our story.
Yes, they are.
And
They are.
we're going to interview some of them, and you'll get to meet them, the woolly women that have supported me from the beginning. They're all here, or most of them. And my aunt, who was influential in getting me started in the fiber arts, is here.
And me too. She was in my first spinning guild.
Yeah. And my daughter, she will be interviewed, much to her dismay. So we look forward to sharing all of their stories with you.
Absolutely. And this event next year will be held at the Nome Schoolhouse, so it'll be exciting. We have Julie Magnall with us, and we're going to ask her some questions. And she has been, I just can't say enough good things about her. And as far as beginning spinning, I have never met anyone who teaches beginning spinning as well as Julie and her sister Jeannie together. Thank you. They really do an amazing job.
Julie taught me how to spin. So.
Yeah.
I did?
Yes, the very first time I came, you were...
Really? I guess I forgot that.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, that was only 2 weeks ago though, right?
Oh, right. I don't know. It was 2006, I think.
Wow.
Pretty
awesome.
That is cool. And you've had sheep. You've raised sheep.
Yep, we have raised, my husband and I raised purebred sheep.
Yep.
We've had Columbias, Romneys, Cotswolds, white and colored over the years.
Yep.
And they each have a special wool that I really enjoyed spinning, which is how we got into the sheep.
Yes.
My husband's family started out raising purebred Columbias back in the 50s when they first developed the breed.
Yeah.
And then after we were married, then we started with sheep again.
That's awesome.
And when did you start spinning?
I started spinning actually in '78. The first year that Terry and I were married, Terry and his mom found a place to buy me a spinning wheel because I was so thrilled. I would watch them, people spin for hours whenever I saw one. And so they gave me this box for Christmas and they said, there's your spinning wheel. So then I had to put it together. And then it was up to me to find someone to teach me how to do it. So I've been spinning for just a little over 40 years now.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just one of those things that's, for me, was always fun.
Yeah.
And it's something that you could connect with people.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a flow thing.
Yeah.
I can't paint, so I said, oh, I could spin. And that's how I got started spinning.
I love it. You paint with wool.
There you go. Kind of in a way, yes.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she taught me how to Navajo ply too. You taught me a lot of
Oh, I
things.
remember that because we were doing variegated and you needed to have more colors that all were the same for a shorter period of time.
For my snowman
Oh,
hats and
yes,
scarves. So that's what I do still. I Navajo ply all of my hair.
That
Ever
is
since.
Yeah. And you know who taught me how to use that was Sig. You remember Sig?
Yes.
Because I was always doing, the one colored, multicolored ply, and then I'd do a single. And then you always get kind of this barber pole effect. And she said, if you did the chain ply, the Navajo ply, that's a good application for that. And I went, that is! And she was one that taught me about how to put colors together when you're doing plying of yarns. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
So that shows the importance of getting together with
It
others.
does.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I've probably learned more from just sitting and talking to people when we were sitting around spinning or dyeing or knitting or whatever than I've ever learned in a class.
Oh, that is awesome.
And that's why the Hand Spinners Conference to me is so important because so many of us connect just because we can talk to someone or many of us are visual. If you can see it, then you know you can do it.
Yep.
And you just need to have someone that shows you how to do it, and then there you are.
Takes the time one-on-one to.
That's
yep.
right. And it
Yeah.
usually, most of us are so crafty with our hands, you know, we're so visual, we're so handy
Yeah.
that all we have to do is go, oh, that's how you do that.
Yes.
And then we go and we do our spin up, like what you did.
Yes.
You know, you started with just very simple needle felting.
Yeah.
And before we knew it, there you were with these creations that just went wild, which I thought was so awesome. Jan would be so proud of you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Aw.
And that's why we need you, because you process the wool that makes it possible.
And
You
that's
do
what
a
I
good
like
job.
to do.
Yes, and we all have our little part in life. It's kind of like sheep.
Yes. Yes.
All the different kinds of sheep have a really good application.
Absolutely.
And so it's really,
Absolutely.
that's part of what, even with the lemon wool producers, we talk about. And we'll talk about that tonight here at the skirting class. We'll
Yes.
talk about the different kinds of wool. In fact, we're gonna have a handout that talks about, there's a little cartoon and there's a skinny piece of wool that says, I'm skinny, so I'm fine. And then there's this other one over here saying, skinny ain't everything. But it talks a little bit about the micron counts, and it
Oh
talks
my gosh,
about,
did you do that?
I found it.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, because that's so true.
It is true, and it's really good that people understand that, yeah, it's fine wool is good, but it doesn't do everything that the long wools do,
Yes.
or the lusters.
We just
or
talked about that on our last YouTube
episode.
Yeah,
Really?
because everybody always asks me when I'm blending, well, do you have any merino? It's just, it's
Yeah.
merino. We gotta, and nothing against merino. Merino's
No.
beautiful.
Yes.
But there's other wools and there's, yes.
The exact
Mhm,
same
and
thing
uses.
happens to me with needle
Yes.
felting. They only have ever used merino.
Oh,
And
yes.
so try to break them away from that to try different kinds.
You know, if nothing else, even when you're dyeing, if you take a dye bath, you put merino in and you put Romney in, or Cotswold or Lincoln, it's a wow factor.
Yes.
Because the merino has so many crimps that it breaks up the light refraction, so you don't get that brilliant color. And usually there's a more creaminess to it, so you don't get the braids.
Absolutely.
Whereas if you're over here and you're doing the long wools, that's why they call them the lusters.
Yes.
They have this glow, this brightness, and it's like mohair. It just brings it all to the surface.
That is exact, and this is why this gal right here is going to be a pivotal teacher at the Nome Schoolhouse for our retreats, and exactly, because you can explain everything in a way that
It's just logical.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And many people don't have an exposure to this. And so it's really important that we have a discussion, that we have the ongoing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I myself have always liked this event, the Hand Spinners Convention. It's the only, once a year, the only time that I personally get to hand spin, which is awesome. But the fact that you've got a little bit of felting in there, you've always got some fiber education. You touch on so many different facets of the fiber arts, so that, yeah, it's pretty neat. And you can take that away and you can put it towards your spinning, even though if you're not interested in felting, just in the colors, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a way to get a sample of it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
don't have to gather all the supplies. You can try it. If you
Yes.
like it, good. And if you don't like it, you never have to do it
Exactly.
again. You've been there and done that.
Yep, exactly.
And there's some of the things that we do that are, there's a lot of supplies to gather, and you only need just a little tiny bit. Now, we have a dyeing station set up today. We have a blending station, and then we have instructions for wool poonies. And there's samples in there about how to blend, so you have like a fractal spin, which will be different.
Yes, yes.
Jeannie's teaching a class on Fair Isle, and it's kind of a combination class. We're teaching people that have maybe not done circular knitting before, and we're using those awesome rainbow needles, so you have something fun to go home with.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness.
Gotta have a little fun in life.
Yep.
And then this afternoon, we're going to do some beginning spinning. We have a few people that have their wheels, their new wheels, for the first time.
Perfect.
And so we're kind of warming up, and I'm kind of tuning up some wheels out there.
Perfect.
Just to get them ready. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing peg looms and also beginner crochet. Jonah's helping us. Jonah and Pat Warner are helping us with the peg looms. My husband actually made the peg looms. He's had to work out for a couple of weeks.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So we're gonna have lots of peg looms.
Awesome, awesome.
Then in the afternoon we have the big project. And, oh, I can tell you guys about the project, but you just can't tell anybody.
Okay.
We're going to do stick weaving. It's where you go and you get a tree branch that has like a fork to it.
Yes.
And then you warp that.
Yeah.
And then you weave in there and you make whatever you want. You can make it abstract, you can make it a landscape.
That is so
you can do roving in there, you can do yarn in there. We have one example of where someone actually crocheted in the fork.
Oh wow.
And made their picture.
Oh wow.
So you kind of do whatever you want to do in there.
That'll be fun.
And for those that don't want to do the rustic look, we have some rings. So you can do circles. You can still do the landscape, or you can do abstract. But again, it's just another way to look at how does wool work together and things that you can do. And it kind of lets your creative side just really take off and go.
No, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're doing this year is we are doing a 2019 colorway. And this year we are featuring gray Romney wool. And so everybody gets 1 ounce of gray, 1 ounce of the deep purple, like burgundy, kind of a deep blue, and then kind of a goldenrod ochre color. Ooh. So you get 4 ounces, and then in 1 year, bring it back and show us what you did with it. And then we'll do at the 2020.
Yes.
Which hopefully will be
At
the schoolhouse, right?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
And
So
we have
plan.
Yeah, the plan
Yes.
here. Yep.
Yep.
And we have some ideas of different things that we're going to try next year. But
And it'll be the same weekend.
it'll be the same weekend,
Yep.
right before Halloween.
Yes. So the
It'll be
weekend
the one
before
before
Halloween. Yep.
Halloween. And it's next year we'll probably do a few different things. We always do something that's dyeing. We try to do something that's a different kind of blending, so you get used to using the tools and seeing how it all spins up for you. But after that, then we'll have new projects, new techniques, new something that you haven't maybe seen before.
Yeah.
And some people may have tried it before, but we try to do a little different spin on it.
Awesome. And we'll do the tour of the mill then, and some other things that
With the fiber animals.
with fiber animals and little wine and cheese and
The big project this year actually has taken 40 years for me, because when I first met my husband's parents, his mom was a rose mauler and she was at Fort Ransom's FACA. And she had found this forked tree that had hand-spun, natural dyed fibers woven into this piece. And she loved it so much that she traded one of her rosemall pieces for this weaving. And I saw it and I went, oh my God, that is so awesome. And I always kind of thought that was awesome. And every time she moved, she would have it somewhere in the living room. And I always said, I want that. Put my name on it. And so 1 year for Christmas, she gave me that.
Oh.
And so now it was in my house and I kept going, I wonder if we could do that. How could we do that at Hand Spinners? But once I went out and I started looking for other examples, it was like, we can do this. There's a whole world out there that we can do. And so this one is kind of near and dear to my heart this year. But that would be something that would be fun to do at school, because you have the trees around there. Some of the branches are box elders, some of them are choke cherry, some of them are pine, some of them are elm.
Oh my goodness, we have all of the above.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And it's something of North Dakota.
Yeah.
It's just in your backyard, but it's something, and it's a great gift.
Oh, awesome.
So that would be something
This will
we
be
would look forward to.
awesome.
Think about if you could take it from doing your dyeing, spin up your yarn, prep your stick, make your design. I mean, you could do 3 days and have it done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we already have one planned.
Yep.
Yes!
Awesome retreat.
Yes! There you go.
Yep, awesome. Oh, this will be great. All right, we are back. Apple cider in tow. We thank you so much for all the comments and the questions that have been submitted this week. It was wonderful, and please keep them coming. We love it.
Yeah, we really enjoy that.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and read them now. If no one has told you, you ladies are the best. Oh, I love listening to you, and all the knowledge you share is excellent. I've learned so much. Once the schoolhouse is up and running, will you also offer classes for wool dyeing and spinning? Oh yes, absolutely. We'll have a entire room that will be set up as a dye studio. So we have,
So you can just play in there. Once you learn, then you can just play for your whole stay.
And we've got some excellent beginning spinning teachers, and of course dye teachers. Also bring in some natural dye artists also. So yeah, we've got some great plans for that. Absolutely.
And we're always open for suggestions for classes too.
You bet. You bet. It says, love what you are doing to the schoolhouse, also growing your businesses. I've been buying from Bear Creek for a while. Oh, thank you. And I love the Romney wool and felting kits. I look forward to your videos because they give me great joy in your progress, and your faces show how much pride and love you have for the project. Congrats. Oh, thank you. And we just, we love
pretty much what we think about.
Yep, exactly. And having a lamb cam would be really cool. And I agree. Yes,
it would.
I agree. There sometimes awful things happen in barns. There's, it's life and death, but
it's real life.
Yeah.
You can have a live camera. So.
Yeah.
I think we would have to take those chances, I guess.
Yep. All right, I used to watch Hen Cam, a chicken coop in Massachusetts. Cool, which was always fun. Plus a good security measure, absolutely. I'm just finishing my first project, a pumpkin. Awesome. It was pretty easy. Good instructions, which the instructions are awesome. Love the instructions.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing the progress on the schoolhouse. It's fascinating and so exciting to see it come together. What are your plans for the surrounding land?
We have lots of plans.
Oh, we have lots of plans.
One of them would be to have places for campers.
Yep, we'll have
to come and park.
We figure 12 to 14 plugins spots. So
and we will have a pasture for the fiber animals.
Absolutely.
And
that'll be approximately 17 acres is what we have available for us. So.
And then just when we've thought of putting a playground. Just like an old fashioned, like it was there.
In the same area.
Yeah. And then just gardens. We have master gardeners that want to come and use their time at our school. So lots of gardens.
Their skills and pathways and a nice courtyard.
And if we were to go so far as to our dreams, we'd like a skating pond, an ice skating pond.
Yes,
what else would we like?
That's in the works. Yes, my husband actually went, okay.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah. Skating pond. And then, of course, we would have to have a warming house next to it, too, so.
And then trails.
Trails, we'll do horseback riding. And
we've had ideas of bike trails down where the railroad used to go.
Yep, which is right adjacent to the pasture.
Yes. So we have lots of ideas. We're kind of swamped with what we're doing now. But
and of course the grounds will be meticulously kept and great for weddings and outdoor events of all sorts of types. So, Yep. All right. Hi. In England, most dyed wool available seems to be merino, which is not so great for needle felting. Also, the colors are quite harsh. I have thought about dyeing my own, but can the dyes you use be used in weaker solutions or mixed to make less vibrant, more natural colors? Absolutely. That's kind of why I like using Cushing's dyes, because I actually make them into like a concentrate. I put them in 2 cups of boiling water, and then I will do just what you said. I'll make them weaker if I want a lighter color. Just depending upon how much you use, you'd have to experiment, but yeah, you can achieve many different shades of.
And just like using the exhaust, like what's left over from dyeing the first batch, just using the exhaust bath makes beautiful colors as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Love the old pics you put in the progress video. Now I watch the weather and cross my fingers for you. Thank you, because we have been,
it's been interesting.
Yeah, we check our radars quite frequently. Okay.
And we did have rain in the school without the roof. But
Yeah, we did.
we did clean it up this last week.
Yeah,
Got
we
in
used
there
to-
with the shop vac.
Yeah, it was over 120 gallons
Yep.
that we.
It was on our beautiful
Yes.
wood floor.
But man, were they beautiful after they got a good washing. They just gleamed. Oh, love 'em.
And the weather since then has been fine.
Mhm.
And the roof is going on
Yep.
now. It's
Yesterday they had half of it on.
not- the trusses. And
The
then-
trusses.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hopefully soon.
Yeah, it needs to be sheeted. The rest of the old roof was coming off today.
Yep.
So hopefully, yep. And love the beautiful cornucopia with fruits and vegetables, a perfect centerpiece for Thanksgiving. I agree. Will the cat caves be ready to purchase for the holidays? And do you know how much they will be? Yes, they will be available to purchase. And it's probably 40, 50. That's probably
Yeah.
about
Haven't really
what they will
decided.
be. Yep. Yes, and love the turkeys. And the
thank
turkey looks super cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, awesome. Thank you very much. Yes.
So we'll draw for a prize.
Yes.
So
And that was the,
11. 1 through 11.
1 through 11, yep. And that was the turkey kit
Turkey kit.
and the hat. Nome
the-
Schoolhouse stocking, yes.
So I will pick a number between 1 and 11. And I'll pick 7.
Sherry,
Sherry is the winner.
congratulations.
So you just need to contact us through the gnomeschoolhouse.com and the contact, or through Bear Creek Felting, contact us and give us your address, and we will send out your prize.
Yes, congratulations, Sherry.
Yes. And for next time, our prize. Haven't decided.
Do, 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 do. Let's do some yarn.
How about the snowman kit bundle? With our new yarns. Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we have my snowman kit, the needle felted snowman, and then you get the pattern on how to make knit hats and scarves, and then you get the yarn just enough to make the hat and scarf. That's in the bundle. So if you comment or ask questions or whatever underneath this video, you'll be in the drawing next time for that prize.
Remember to page all the way down.
Yes. And remember to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you'll be notified when there's new episodes. And we will see you again next week.
Yes, thanks for joining us
Yes,
at the
thank
Hand
you.
Spinners Convention in Oaks, North Dakota.